This is People, Places, Things, and in History. This is Carol Church coming to you with a brand new one. I screwed up. You heard it. And, I'm glad that people are catching on. Alright, here we go. Our first runner-up for this week is Gods and Goddesses of Greece. Yes, of all people, places. Okay, guys, this is Zeus, the ruler of all of the Olympians. Alright, he is the god. He's the main god of all the gods because he actually can kill you with a thunderbolt, makes thunder, and he's actually the sky one. And if he really gets mad at you, he'll throw his lightning bolts at you guys, so be careful when you pee him off. Alright, and another thing, he is actually one who actually killed his father. Actually, he kills his father in the actual way. His father swallowed him. He actually, tricked him, and he actually killed his father, guys. So he's the head of the top of the gods of goddesses and gods. This is how he got his ruling, is when he killed his dad, the Titan. Yes, this is how, and his brother Hades, he had threw a lightning bolt when Hades asked him to die. Okay, and another thing that this god has done, he can make it rain. So if you want it to rain, you had to, back in that day, pray to Zeus to make it rain. But watch out, he could throw the thunderbolts. And another thing that a lot of people don't understand is him and Hera had 2 kids. Hera's his wife, he had Aphrodite, and he had actually Ares with her. Actually, he had another kid, a couple of kids, but we'll talk about them later. He was also graceful and forgiving, but also Zeus had another couple of sides. He would sleep with other women, and he would also tick off Hera. So this is how Zeus was. This is what Zeus was and is. Kronos had 3 sons. One would take the sky, which was Zeus. This one would take the underwater. This was Poseidon. Poseidon is known as tempers in horses. He would do earthquakes, guys. So don't get him mad. And he would also be under the sea. He was a nice, gentle guy, he was known as, but don't ever get him crossed. One of his sons was killed by an aquatic man, and he actually killed the guy. This is how he became the guy of the sea. Alright, we're talking about him, and not only is he the one that rules with Zeus and Hera and his brother Hades, this one actually lives under the sea. So guys, I wouldn't pee him off even a little bit, because if you're a sailor, you want smooth sailing, you don't want rough sailing. So be careful of Poseidon, because Poseidon can be really a little bit on the mean side, and he could create waves and earthquakes, guys, for you. Poseidon's weapon, the trident, was actually made by a cyclops. Yes, I know I said trident wrong, but he was made by a cyclops. It was just as powerful as Zeus's thunderbolts. Between everybody, Hades was the firstborn. So this is why the trident is so powerful, that it creates the waves, it creates the earthquakes. It actually is part of the sea, and actually he is equal to his brother. Which brother? He is equal to Zeus in his powers. He is actually in a fight, who knows who would win, but he considers himself just as powerful as his brother Zeus. These symbols were the trident, the fishes, the bull, and the horse. This was some of his trinkets. If you believed in actually Poseidon, this is what you would wear. Rhea's son, Hades. This is Hades, guys. Hades is a guy who reeks with the underworld. Yes, he actually is one of the gods that actually has the underworld under his control. His special ability is his helmet. Okay, Zeus has his thunderbolts. This kid's got his helmet. His helmet of invisibility. Yes, he could put this helmet on. He could go anywhere, and you cannot see him. Not even the Zeus or even his brother that rules the sea, Poseidon. And just imagine him walking up and kicking you right in the rear end. You would never know who kicked you in the rear end. He could spin around, he could kick you again. Guys, gotta watch out for his actual brothers and sisters. There's quite a few that live. Demeter is one. Hades is himself. And there was his brother Zeus. And there was Poseidon. And there was Hera. And Hestia was another. This shows you how this guys were. And his mother was actually Re, and his father was actually Kronos. They were both actually Titans, so these guys are Titans. You also had to pay this guy a mission to get in the underworld, guys. You made sure you had 3 pieces of silver, you plopped them in, and you got in there. Otherwise, he shut the door and you couldn't get in, guys. It's like, magic. But anyway, this guy was actually got married to Demeter's daughter. He actually stole her. Her name was Persephone. Persephone was his wife that helped rule the underworld, even though she was stolen to come to the underworld. The next one's Hera. Hera was actually Zeus' sister, married Zeus, was the queen of the hot Olympians, guys. Not Olympics, but Olympia. This is actually a woman who actually is known for birthing and marriage. This is the god you would pair to if you wanted to get married, girls. There is somebody out there listening. You better talk to them. Her actual animals are the peacock and the cow. And her favorite flower was lilies. The only thing about Hera was she actually helped Jason get the golden fleece to actually how Zeus tricked Hera into marriage. She really didn't like him, but she tricked him. He turned himself into a peacock, and it was so wet and raining, she felt sorry for the bird. She brought him in and she put him to her so she could warm him up. And then he turned into Zeus. This is how Zeus tricked his own sister. He went after her like a madman, and he actually shamed his own sister into marriage. This is how Hera had to marry her own brother. And yes, Zeus actually ate his wife. He tricked her into turning into a fly, and then he disemboweled her. Her symbol is also the pomegranate, and not only that, her actual scepter was actually one of her symbols of status. And not only that, she is the queen of all of Olympia. She's the goddess of all the goddesses up there. She's the mother. She's actually also the sister of Zeus and them. Her name in Rome is Juno. This is actually Hera. This lady is actually now Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the queen of all queens. She's the queen of love. She's the one that makes you think of beauty, procuration, whatever else comes with love. This is the woman you turn to when, girls, you want to look pretty. Her symbols are the dove, swan, rose, and she's also a lot of other symbols, but this is Aphrodite, the queen of love. This woman actually won contests. Yeah, Aphrodite could win a contest, no hands down. She's the most beautiful one, even of all the goddesses. This woman has love written all over her. Actually, Aphrodite had a weakness. The weakness was if she found another woman prettier than her, she would end up actually either harming him or giving him bad life or killing him. This was Aphrodite. She wasn't as beautiful as we think because she had a bad attitude. She also could cheat on her husband. Hephaestus was actually her husband. Not only that, she cheated on everybody, even the regular people. Yes, us mortals. And not only did she cheat, she actually went to bed with actually her brother Ares. And they had Cupid. And her mortal lover, Antares, actually had getting killed by a boar. These girls, like Hera and Aphrodite and Athena, actually started wars. The Trojan Wars. This is how the Trojan Wars was supposed to have got started. Okay, guys, here was a few gods and goddesses of Greece. Now, guys, hit a share, if I get a lot of likes on this video, I'll do more of the gods and goddesses. Okay, guys, hit a share, hit a like, make sure you share this because I want to see it. And make sure you hit a like button, make comments, do whatever. This was Fridays. Woohoo! End of the week. See yas. Silver